Morning, Samina. Thank you very much. What a fantastic introduction, and what a wonderful event we're going to have over the next couple of days. You've stolen a few of my opening lines. Whilst being president of the Cold Chain Federation, which I'm enormously proud, I started in May, and I'm really proud to be entrusted with that by yourselves. But as I'm sure you well know, the vast majority of the work done through the year of the Cold Chain Federation is done by Shane and his small but very dedicated team. I'm Managing Director of Sandwith Brothers Supply Chain by day, our business of which a few of my guys are here today. We turn over about £80 million, we run about 250 mainly chill Arctics, and we deliver quality food for the Sandwith Brothers business and a range of both small and large food manufacturers. I'm proud to say it's a fourth generation family owned business. We turn over about 1.7 billion, so surprisingly large for a business many people in the room may have not heard of. But we also own a few brands, Saurine, Higgedy, Ginsters, with sites across the UK. I've given myself three priorities as your president. One, working with the government on Brexit and the impact of red and green lanes, and exports to the island of Ireland, and the impact on food importers and the groupage industry that share that space on the vehicles. Secondly, which we'll talk a lot today in some of the breakout sessions, supporting constructive investment into the research of credible alternatives to diesel that are financially viable and the removal of fluorocarbons for our fridges. And thirdly, but not less importantly, supporting the Generation Logistics team under Phil Rowe and Bethany Windsor to get the traction it needs as we land the talent that industry deserves, understand the key part of the economy we really are. Conferences today are a great opportunity to raise our eyes from the day-to-day, see what others are doing, share and learn new ideas, meet new people, and pause and reflect. Can I also add to Samina's welcome a real thanks to our platinum sponsors, Blue Cube Portable Storage, Mitsubishi Forklift Truck, Stein Refrigeration and Thermo King, who've been our partners in all aspects of laying on this event today. Thank you very much, guys. And also our gold partners, Hemsec, Marsh Commercial, P&M Group, Quick Freeze, Wagner, who you will hear from in different expert panels also throughout the day. Thank you very much, guys. As I have done before I came in, please do take time to visit these exhibitors during lots of our breaks and networking zones. They've got some fantastic pieces of technology and ideas out there. Although many in this room may think some days they run a not-for-profit organisation, the CCF is intentionally run that way. We would not lay on an event of this quality and scale without these sponsors. It's as simple as that. Also, welcome to all my fellow board members and to the new President, Vice President Andrew Lawrence, in particular, who you'll hear from on the stage later today. We're a member organisation. It's my fellow board members that give us their precious time, energy and focus to steer our business. Thank you for your ongoing support, guys. If you're interested more about the governance, i.e. how you can take an unpaid role with the CCF, please do come and talk to me or Shane. It's a fantastic organisation to get involved in, and we believe we can make a real difference in industry and government. We're also delighted to be joined by a delegation from the European representative organisation Transfriggeroute International. We may not be EU members anymore, but we are certainly still European, and we have so much common interest and opportunities to share. There will be a joint session between the CCF and Transfriggeroute in our transport zone. Welcome also to our colleagues from the Global Cold Chain Alliance in Europe and internationally, and we will hear from Adam Thocher tomorrow. Also, as my final thank yous, I'd like to thank all the CCF team for their hard work in getting us here today and look after us next 2 days, led by Jane Jones, but ably supported by the whole team, Yvonne, Nicola, Liam, Sharon and Tom. The CCF is small, but it's certainly mighty, and the work they do is incredible. So thank you very much, guys. I'm now moving to some content. This has been a year dominated by price inflation. It affects everyone and everything in our economy. As an industry, we probably felt the worst direct effects of it last year, with the high energy prices, labour crunch and cost inflation, and delays of the supply of equipment and vehicles. But this year, inflation and the cost of food in particular has dominated the headlines. It runs through all the conversations we are having with customers and suppliers, and it crowds out lots of other considerations and investment decisions. But the good news is we combat inflation by doing what we do best, finding efficiencies and productivity improvements, being responsive to dynamic market environments, and constantly looking for innovations. But there are things we need from government and others to do that. We needed and were grateful for the energy price support we received last autumn, and we are also grateful for the furlough support we received through COVID. We need access to workers, and there remains fundamental issues with a pool of skilled labour that we are competing with others for. The government is right to identify the productivity gap in our economy and as the key to bringing down inflation, delivering sustained growth in the medium term. They are also right to say this about business investment. However, this is where the support can and should be smarter in how it supports businesses to make investment choices. When inflation is high, it can stand in the way of paying for the new decarbonisation refrigeration system for a truck, or automation solution for the warehouse, or even software innovation. So we look to the years ahead. The CCF will be arguing for better, smarter, targeted support and incentives that give business confidence to make the investments now and not wait. All in this room know it is never a quiet day in what we do. Although, as an old boss of mine said, some of whom in the front row will remember him, George, if it was easy, you wouldn't enjoy it, which always made me roll my eyes. For the general public, I believe the cost of living crisis will get worse before it gets better. We all know reducing inflation does not mean reducing prices. In the next 18 months, along with significant political paralysis, we will see 1.5 million households' fixed-rate mortgage deals come to an end. I was shocked to hear chatting to a lady working in Tesco's last week as a store alarm went off. She says it goes off 30 times a shift, and the majority is for butter, cheese and meat, not bottles of vodka, as you might expect. We live in scary times. It is striking that one of the legacies of the past 3 years is that our country and countries across Europe have started talking more about an issue that we have been forgiven for thinking was a historic concern. This is the issue of food security. We proved in COVID we have a very secure food supply chain, and my was it tested to the extreme, but it worked well. But it brought into focus that it might not have been. It could at some point not be so in the future. And that is a lesson we have to think about. We can't take it for granted. That is why we've laid on sessions this afternoon with Professor Tim Lang, Terry Jones and Shane Brennan to talk more about this subject. What I know is that food security in whatever form, whether it be affordability, availability, or finding the right balance between domestic and imported supplies, it comes through us, and we need a robust and competitive and well-invested supply chain infrastructure to deliver it. One of the consequences of the economic downturn is what looks like a breakdown in the consensus on sustainability, in the paper and politics anyway. There is no doubt that it is very hard to prioritise going green if you're in the red. I think it's true to say the COVID years have been a brake on the pace of transition to reducing carbon in the cold chain. But it is equally true to say that it is remarkable how fast the pace has been given the crisis we have gone through. We will hear more from some great experts today and tomorrow about what is happening in this area. We lag behind other countries in nailing our colours to the mast on hydrogen or electric or something else to power our trucks and trailers, with LNG and HVO stepping stones on the way there. But please, let's not that prevent us making targeted investments, knowing the risk of stranded assets that help to reduce our impact on the environment. Let's make our best plan today as we see it, then revisit it frequently and continue to make the right decisions. CCF remains 100% committed to guiding and shaping the cold chain into the green. with our ongoing net zero programme and our energy benchmarking work, amongst others, which we are grateful for your support. I'm excited following a joint event with Generation Logistics at the House of Parliament in May that I know many of you were at, that we need to continue to ensure that we demonstrate in the industry our own work through the support of CCF encourages the top talent to see the opportunities there is to work in the cold chain. We have some significant challenges. With surveys, although logistics employees in the UK are 7% of the UK workforce, only 7% of young people will consider a job in the sector. We must not miss this opportunity to spring forward with the profile we have generated and be an industry of choice for the next generation. Certainly the cold chain is stronger than ever. 280 members, 40 million cubic metres of cold storage, 30,000 trailers, and more than double the members we had 4 years ago. We have a sellout conference today, which is fantastic, a summer party, and we have weekly expert webinars, digital newsletters and podcasts, all giving fantastic knowledge, continued high media and trade profile and international recognition, a fantastically strong staff, a stable, senior and engaged leadership board. As you know, we'll be losing our inspirational CEO, Shane, at the end of the end of this year, after 5 years leading the CCF. Our loss is the Global Cold Chain Alliance's gain, as they have noticed his skills and potential, and we wish him very well for the future. We will, in the next few weeks, announce his replacement to ensure we continue to build on the wonderful way he has brought us together as an industry, given the CCF real direction and relevance, and created a great profile with the press and government, and offers solutions to current impending challenges. Thank you also to Sharon Mogal, that leaves us next month after 3 years to new opportunities. The number of sheer people in this room is down to no small part to her excellent sales and membership engagement work, and she'll be a very hard act to follow. Can I ask you to show your appreciation to both? Thank you very much. Can I also thank you for taking the time out your diaries for us to pull together and support the CCF and our whole industry. We have jointly built, through the CCF board, the CCF permanent team, and yourselves, a top draw industry body in the CCF that brings together knowledge and experience and helps move us forward together. I'm also delighted to share with you the dates and venues, which you'll find out later today, for the whole programme for 2024, which is all about learning and development and fantastic events like you're at today. I do hope you thoroughly enjoy the networking opportunities, the speakers, the forums, the breakout sessions and our dinner this evening, and thoroughly look forward to the next 2 days. I can certainly say I haven't used ChatGPT to write this presentation, or tempting though it may be. However, my team have downloaded the 15 questions that you will get if you put, "I'm going to Cold Chain Live, please give me some questions," so we'll know which ones they are. But joking apart, thank you very much. Hugely proud to be your president, and I really hope you have a fantastic 2 days. Thank you so much.